So I know there's that. So you obviously can't get away from it. There's no way you can. You know, there's no way that you can get away from swearing. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand YouTube is trying to keep, you know, I understand with the community guidelines, which I have read. I just never seen nothing about no swearing. Unless if they updated the terms and conditions and all that on a later date, which could be a good possibility. But when if you haven't learned by now, solicitations against the law. And I'm not wrong about that. I mean, I try to be a law-abiding citizen. I mean, I understand there's things that I don't, you know, abide by, or, you know, I don't follow. You know, like I'm all over the fucking place, but you know, it's solicitation, believe me, in most, I would think in most states are against the law. I know it is at least here in Wisconsin, or at least for sure in Green Bay. I don't know about the whole state. You know, I'm just trying to embarrass those idiots. I mean, yeah, I could get in trouble for running my mouth. I think that would be disorderly conduct, but these companies need to fucking realize that. And like I said, I apologize for the swearing, and I do. But you know, like I said, I do apologize for the swearing. I understand it does make me look bad, but for most of the time, I use it to help me get a point across. So I understand, but like I keep saying, I understand what you guys are coming at. I understand that, and I appreciate you guys looking out, and I do. I can't be grateful enough, or appreciative enough. But like I said, these fucking big companies like Spectrum and TDS, I'm just throwing TDS out there. I just started hearing about them like earlier this year or last year or some shit. But like Spectrum, AT&T, TDS, I think that's a canine unit. this, but back on track here. They have these fucking, or these companies that have these, like, I think they're like a sales rep is what they are. And they drug bust maybe. Get out of the road here. I'm riding around like an idiot. This might kill me. Just trying to be safe about this. I gotta head home. My driveway camera's blowing up. I gotta head home anyway because I gotta take the dogs out. So back to the topic here. I just went down this way to be kind of nosy. So you know, all those companies that I fucking listed off, like TDS, AT&T, Spectrum, all these other big companies, you know, that are out there too, have all these fucking sales reps that fucking park their vehicles somewhere, get out and walk around. You know, they go door to door, seeing if anybody will answer, and they try to sell people the shit that they don't want or need. Which, like I said, for sure, at least for sure in Green Bay, if not the whole state of Wisconsin, soliciting is illegal. You know, so that's why I was yelling at that guy. You know, to make him fucking realize that if somebody wanted to be a big enough asshole, which I'm not going to be. I mean, I'll be a big enough one to, you know, to say something, but, you know, if they would have came to my door, you know, because I was in the garage when they went past my house, and they would have, you know, stopped and talked to me, and I said, because almost everyone that I asked, or that I have had stop, asked if I was the owner of the house, and I tell them, no. Is the owner home? No. You know, when my mom's clearly inside, you know, her truck's in the fucking driveway. Or whatever. And you know, they ask, you the owner? No. Is the owner home? I tell them no. Well, then when the owner gets home, please give him this card. We're trying to get some business out of you guys, so, you know, for blah, you know, whatever it is. And you know, the next one that stops and talks to me, and I'm gonna tell him, you come to my house again, you know, I'd threaten, you know, this would be a threat. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to get companies to stop fucking sending people. You know, I tell them, if you guys show up again in the next month, you know, like 6 months, the cops will be showing up and they'll be throwing you in cuffs. You know, I'd be threatening to call the cops on them. And reason being is, and then, you know, they'd ask why, and this is why I say reason being, is that I know that they'd ask, well, why? I said, because if you didn't know your state fucking laws so, you know, so shitty, you would have fucking known that solicitation in the state of fucking, you know, in the fucking state of Wisconsin is illegal. Like, no, it's not. Like, yeah, it is. Fucking argue with me otherwise. See where that fucking gets you. Mom left. I don't know where she went. And I'm like, and take that back to your boss. You know, I tell them, take that back to your boss and see what they say. And they say, if they say I'm wrong, tell them that the fucking customer's always right. And they want to argue, I'll tell them I'll see you in I'll tell them to come to me, and I'll tell them I'll see them in fucking court.